Exodus, chapter 36. Bezalel and Aholiab and all the skilled craftsmen whom the Lord had endowed with the skill and perception to carry out all that was required for the building of the sanctuary did their work exactly as the Lord had directed. Moses then summoned Bezalel and Aholiab and all the skilled craftsmen whose hearts the Lord had endowed with skill, all whose heart prompted them to offer to do the work. From Moses they received all that the sons of Israel had brought as contributions for the work of building the sanctuary. As these continued each morning to bring their offerings, the skilled craftsmen, busy with the various works on the sanctuary, all left their work and went to tell Moses, "The people are bringing more than is needed for the work the Lord has directed us to do." At Moses' command, therefore, this proclamation was made throughout the camp: "Let no one, man or woman, do anything more towards the collection for the sanctuary." So the people were stopped from bringing any more. The material they had was enough, and more than enough, to complete all the work. All the most skilled craftsmen among the workers made the tabernacle. He made it with 10 sheets of fine twined linen, of purple stuffs, violet shade and red, and of crimson stuffs, finely brocaded with cherubs. The length of a single sheet was 28 cubits, its width 4 cubits, all the sheets being of the same size. He joined 5 of the sheets together, and the other 5 similarly. He attached loops of violet stuff to the border of the last sheet in one set, and did the same for the border of the last sheet in the other set. He put 50 loops on the first sheet and, matching them one by one, 50 loops on the border of the last sheet in the second set. He made 50 gold clasps, and with them drew the sheets together. In this way the tabernacle was a unified whole. Next he made sheets of goat's hair to form a tent over the tabernacle. He made 11 of these. The length of a single sheet was 30 cubits, its width 4 cubits. The 11 sheets were all of the same size. He joined 5 of these sheets together into one set, the remaining 6 into another. He attached 50 loops to the border of the last sheet in one set, and 50 loops to the border of the last sheet in the second set. And he made 50 bronze clasps, so as to draw the tent together and make it a unified whole. For the tent he made a covering of ram's skins dyed red, and a covering of fine leather to spread over it. For the tabernacle he made frames of acacia wood, these to stand upright. Each frame was 10 cubits long and 1.5 cubits wide. Each frame was fitted with twin tenons. This he did for all the frames of the tabernacle. He made the frames for the tabernacle, 20 frames for the southern side, facing the south country. He made 40 silver sockets for putting under the 20 frames, 2 sockets under the first frame to receive its 2 tenons, and so on for the other frames. For the other side of the tabernacle, on the north, he made 20 frames, and 40 silver sockets, 2 sockets under each frame. For the back of the tabernacle, on the west, he made 6 frames. And he made 2 frames for the corners at the back of the tabernacle. These frames were coupled at their lower end and so to the top, up to the level of the first ring. This he did with the 2 frames that were to form the 2 corners. Thus there were 8 frames with their 16 silver sockets, 2 sockets under each frame. He made crossbars of acacia wood, 5 to hold the frames together that were to form one side of the tabernacle, 5 on the other side to hold the frames that were to form the end of the tabernacle on the west. He made the middle bar, fixed halfway up, to run from one end to the other. He plated the frames with gold, and put gold rings on them to take the crossbars which he plated with gold. He made the veil of purple stuffs, violet shade and red, of crimson stuffs, and of fine twined linen, skilfully embroidered with cherubs. For hanging this veil he made 4 posts of acacia wood and plated them with golden hooks, and he cast 4 silver sockets for them. For the entrance to the tent he made a screen of purple stuffs, violet shade and red, and of crimson stuffs and fine twined linen, the work of a skilled embroiderer. For the hanging of this he made 5 posts, and their hooks, their capitals and rods he plated with gold. Their 5 sockets were of bronze.